Hello, and welcome to another interesting episode of Viva Barca. In this episode, we are going to be discussing on the very latest. Of course, now we are in the transfer period, and most of our news will be about transfer activities for FC Barcelona. Before we enter right into those stories, all these past few days I've not been posting. Of course, I've not been feeling too well, and I hope you guys have been doing good. I'm ready to bring you guys the exciting news from the Camp Nou. So we're going to be discussing on Frenkie de Jong's future in this episode, and of course his speculated move to Manchester United. Our president Laporta recently had an interview where he was asked about de Jong's future, and guess what he said? We are ready. That is a big statement, meaning that worst come to the worst, Frenkie de Jong is leaving for Manchester United. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then guys, secondly, we are going to be discussing on our striker problems. Now, Lewandowski have been the most talked about, of course, the most linked striker to Barca. And the latest report about that is claiming that if Lewandowski move does not go through, Barcelona are eyeing Gabriel Jesus of Manchester City to fill that role. How do you see that? We are going to be discussing on that fresh report as well. So guys, before we get right into it, I want to first of all thank those who are just visiting this channel for the very first time. You're very welcome. If you have not subscribed, make sure to subscribe because I give you every single latest on FC Barcelona. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. As speculations continue to mount over the future of Frenkie de Jong heading into the summer transfer window, Barcelona president Joan Laporta has dropped a huge hint, that the club is open to selling the midfielder. Frenkie de Jong, as we know, has been a vital player for us since arriving in the summer of 2019 in a deal worth 86 million euros. While Frenkie de Jong has not exactly hit his peak at the Nou Camp, the Dutchman is seen as a very important cog in the scheme of things. However, during the off-season, Frenkie de Jong's future has become a hot topic of intense speculations. Barcelona's financial situation has been a major driving force behind the rumors surrounding Frenkie de Jong. Drowning under debt and unable to sign new players, Barcelona are in the need of making some big sales to generate funds and lower their wage bill. De Jong's quality, his age, and the high ceiling make him one of the most sellable assets for our club, Barcelona. And now our president Laporta has confirmed as much, stating that Barca will consider parting ways with any important player if it would help them improve the economic situation of the club. Going by his words in that latest statement, he said, if our economic situation requires the sale of an important player, then we are ready for that, Laporta said in his recent interview via Barca TV+. Barcelona are ready in negotiation with Manchester United. We have been hearing that over and over, of course, over a possible sale for de Jong in the summer. In fact, Fabrizio Romano has just recently claimed that Barca have already turned down an offer of 60 million euro plus 10 million euros in add-on from Manchester United for Frenkie de Jong. Both clubs are they are continuing talks and an agreement could be reached, with de Jong also giving a green light to a move to Manchester United after showing some reluctance early on. So as things stand right now, the move for de Jong to Manchester United, I think is very, very likely to happen from my own perspective, because if Laporta can say that, and all of us as fans, we know the situation that our club is currently in, and I very much think that, Barca, given the fact that they are so desperate financially, they will let de Jong leave. As a fan, I don't want de Jong to leave Barcelona at all. No, I don't know. But just because of the condition that our club is going through, I think it's still understandable, seeing that we need money to fund in some transfers. Like, we've been hearing some rumors of Xavi pressuring the club to go for Man City midfielder Bernardo Silva to be a replacement for de Jong if de Jong leave, which I think that would still be a good move if that money from the Jong sale can be used to bring someone like Bernardo Silva, which I think will not be even easy to lure Bernardo Silva from Man City. it's going to be a very difficult task, But I think Barca, if they can bring a good replacement for Frankie de Jong, then it makes sense. I think it makes sense. So let's just see how things go. But selling De Jong is a very, very likely possibility at the moment at the Camp Nou. So fingers crossed. I hope De Jong doesn't go, but the truth is he is likely to leave. Just hearing from the words of our president Laporta saying that if it means that saving the club from financial mess, requiring them selling a valuable player, then they will do it. Then I think very much when we see the condition of Barca, then it means they are likely to sell Frankie de Jong, as many reports are saying that that move is one step away. So what do you think about this whole situation? I would really love to see your comment on this Frankie de Jong situation, your own perspective, or even say your own opinion on this Frankie de Jong speculation on the comment section below. Then let's move on now to the next story of discussion. FC Barcelona appeared to be a guaranteed destination for Robert Lewandowski earlier this summer, especially after the forward confirmed his desire to reject Bayern Munich's advances during the final match day of the Bundesliga campaign. However, Barcelona have since been dealt with a plethora of financial roadblocks in the pursuit of Robert Lewandowski, with Bayern not willing to offload their star striker. Why Barcelona are not expected to find any issues with the player wages. They are finding it difficult to find a move for Lewandowski, especially in light of Bayern's hefty demands. With that in mind, Barcelona have started to identify a few alternatives if they fail to bring in the Polish striker. And according to Spanish TV, Onze TV3, the media suggests Lewandowski remains Barcelona's priority in the transfer market, but they have identified Gabriel Jesus as a potential alternative. They consider the Brazilian as either a plan B or a C. Formerly from Palmeiras, Jesus is expected to leave Man City following the arrival of Erling Haaland and Julian Alvarez. The forward's role in the first team is set to dwindle further ahead of the new season. It has compelled him to leave Etihad this summer in search of a new adventure elsewhere. He has been linked with a move to Arsenal among other Premier League clubs. But a move to Barca remains a possibility for the Brazilian. Although a centre forward by trade, Jesus is a modern-day striker who relies heavily on his movements and positional awareness. He is capable of operating out wide if necessary, making him an ideal fit in Xavi's tactical setup. The operation to sign Jesus, though, might be complicated. Having spent a fortune for Erling Haaland, Man City will be keen on recouping a lucrative transfer fee for the Brazilian, who may end up becoming more expensive than Lewandowski this summer. Wow, this is interesting. Gabriel Jesus have entered the fray. Barca just keep on linking with every single person they see. To be honest with you, seeing how the transfer window have been, a lot have been spoken about Robert Lewandowski, a lot have been talking about Rafinha, and let's be fair, at the end of the day, if Barca don't succeed, getting one of these players, then it's a big failure. I know we have financial constraints, but it's just like a big mess for us. You just keep mentioning players the whole transfer season, and at the end of the day, it's like we are backing and we cannot bite, and just become like a laughing stock from other clubs. But I don't think Gabriel Jesus is a bad player, but Lewandowski is our top priority. But from the way I've been seeing a lot of reports lately, like Barca already bringing a lot of alternative plan B, plan C, plan D. What's all this for? They are making as if they want to give up. Lewandowski have already opened up that he wants to come, but Bayern are already scaring Barcelona off, and I don't see it making any sense. Let's see how things go, but what's come to the worst, Barca, they should do whatever they want to do. It's like reporting every single day, this player being linked, this one being linked, plan B is there, plan C, another alternative. It's going to be a big failure if they don't do things right. I hope they do things right. So my opinion is they should fight for Lewandowski. Lewandowski wants to leave. He's determined to leave Bayern. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Forget about the scare from Bayern. We need to go for him. Let's see what Laporta and his board can do about that as the season goes on. So callers, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, make sure to do so. Until next time, bye bye.